Welcome back, loyal viewers, to our next great deal. This is a two-family house. We are in the neighborhood of Avondale. First, as I always like to start off with, let me show the flaws. Oh my God, that's an old roof. And to answer your unasked question, no, it's not holding out water. It is not. We will show quite a bit of that on the inside. It does have off-street parking. We are on the very end of a quiet little dead-end street, and you can see a bunch of really nice houses around us. Even that one tucked back behind, you can kind of see the driveway there. Very nicely done. And there is the end of the road there. So a pretty cute block, especially considering where we are. Here is the back, and this is where things start to get real. The water damage back here on all this stuff is pretty significant. That little structure we're looking at covered in the ivy up there, it's actually the kitchen to the upstairs, and you will see it has a host of problems. The backyard is a jungle. It hasn't been attended to in at least a couple of years. It's not like treed up yet, but it's certainly all junk bushed up. They put this walkway over like a cistern or something. See? And at some point, that walkway that wasn't thick enough broke. You just need to, I don't know, fill that with dirt and then concrete or something, call it a day. So we just came in the first floor, apartment one. We just walked through the front door of apartment one. There's a little stained glass. This is what makes my heart go pitter pat. Look at that intact tile, intact spring cover, astonishing. In fact, the entire mantle is just in beautiful shape and gets me all aflutter. So the living room of this apartment, hey, patch paint, refinish the floor, and you're kind of off to the races. We walk through this doorway into the kitchen, and you see a million square feet of cheap peel and stick tile and an old steel starter set. So this all obviously needs a scrape. This is all this peeling paint. Houses need to respirate, ladies and gentlemen. They need to breathe. When you just shut them up and forget about them for years on end, that's what happens. Um, and the fact that we've got moisture intrusion all over the place. So obviously, it needs some help in the kitchen. Here's the bathroom. It is small. It is a little awkward. It needs a new sink because wall-hung sinks are a crime against nature and God. It needs its own set of patching and painting. Um, I'm screwing with the color adjustment here because that's what I do ever since I got my new light. That looks about right. The whites look white, but obviously it needs flooring because it's the same crappy, vinyl tile, whatever. And in here into bedroom number one, same deal. It needs a scrape patch paint, and the floor is refinished. Well, more than patch. I'll concede that it needs some actual drywall work, and we're just that theme is just going to get worse as we go up, right? That whole thing is going to continue. So this is a little strange, and I haven't wrapped my brain around this part yet. So we have this little doorway here, this squeezy, like half of it's normal sized, and then half of it sure isn't Drew size, as I have to lever myself through that. And then we're in this odd little room in the front of the building. It'd make a small bedroom or something, but it has, when I'm done showing, whatever, it needs the same thing as everything else, blah, 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 patch paint, refinish the floor. It shares a doorway that's out into the hallway that is the hallway to the entrance to the upstairs apartment. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. See, you can see it now on the right. We're standing. We just walked through the door of the entrance to apartment one, and there's a whole lot wrong here, of course. But I don't know whether you call that. I don't know. Is that a where do you close it off? I guess which apartment do you make it part of? And that loyal viewer, I will leave up to you because I don't know. So we go upstairs and whatever there's paneling that I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna paint it. And I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna do the same over there. I'm gonna scrape down that wall and just paint it. There is so much junk up here. Oh my lord. It's probably $1 million worth of antiques up here, and I'd never know because I don't know anything about them. So that little pianoforte may not be here when you buy the house. Shiny wallpaper and peacocks everywhere. There are also 10,000 couches in this house. But look, not much has changed since 1965, right? All the way down to the TV table there. But this is the living room. You're going to have to take off the wallpaper because it's too shiny to paint over. So de-wallpaper, patch paint, tear up the carpet, refinish the floor. That's my recommendation. It's a rental. We are going to walk just through the hallway here into the dining room. Actually, a real dining room. Luckily, no wallpaper. So we're going to do patch paint, refinish the floor, do something with the ceiling once the roof is replaced. Obviously, work from the top down. Do the roof first, and then everything else can kind of come from that. Into the kitchen, which is, I know it's nasty and filthy, but that's not even really what I'm trying to talk about here. Um, the this was at one point in its life. I'm pretty sure this was an enclosed porch that got converted. But as I was saying, that there's a whole lot going on outside with all that decking and stairwell kind of leaning over. So let me actually line up the camera so it is level to the world. There. You can see at that trim work up there, excuse me, like that, that is with the camera actually straight. And I have to keep correcting because I'm so used to trying to frame the shot correctly. But this whole room is tilting a few degrees. So you're going to have to work on that outside to make sure that that is correct. So now we come back through here into bedroom number one, and I know it's full of stuff. Look past the stuff. The paint's peeling off the wall because it's damp and nothing's been breathing. I have no idea what any of this stuff is worth. It could all just be junk for all, as far as I know. But scrape patch paint, floor refinish. That's what it boils down to. And there again, concede there are sections that you're going to have to actually drywall. Let me get back out of here and go in over here to bedroom two, where it's pretty much just more of the same. You've got just a buttload of hauling to do, and then the patching, painting, decarpeting, floor refinishing. There are wood floors up here. I'm certain of it. And then the bathroom for up here is right in here. Let me move this bucket out of the way. And in we go. And this, ooh, this is cool. So we look around, and a lot of this is pretty close to original. You see the hexagonal tiles on the wall or on the floor. You see the subway tile on the wall that all appears to be intact. You see the right hand corner cabinet with all that coolness. That's kind of groovy. That's got me all a tremble as well. You've got a crappy whatever medicine cabinet that needs to go, a Home Depot special replacement vanity that needs to go. And I'm not talking, and obviously a crap ton of patching and that kind of thing. I'm not talking about doing a restoration on this house. But when you have like a super cool feature like that, you don't throw it away. My little 80s heart goes pitter pat over that massive boombox too. But when you have cool parts of the house, right, you try to preserve them. So we're up here on the third floor now. This is an attic bedroom. You can see it is attic shaped, but it is I'm comfortably standing up. It's like 6.5, 7 feet high in the center of the room. So kids' bedrooms, although you probably can't call them that anymore, but whatever. Smaller bedrooms, and there's another one as I go, meandering through the junk. There's another one almost the exact same size and same shape up there. So again, a lot of scraping and patching and painting and doing something with the floor. There's a third door here that I don't even think will open, but this is actually not finished. It's unfinished attic space. That's actually the biggest kind of space up here, so you could finish that, but I'm talking about there's not even plaster on the walls, so that's something for another day. A.O. Smith hot water heater, the best hot water heater money can buy. Unfortunately, there's no plumbing connected to it. When's the last time you saw an actual fuse box or two? That's what you're looking at. Actual fuses. So I am gonna recommend going ahead and putting in a couple boxes in that too. As we look around the basement, we are astonished that they have even more stuff down here, including a couple more couches. The drain lines are a mix of things. Some are copper, some are cast, some are PVC. There's just loads and loads and loads of junk down here. But here's kind of the pleasant surprise. I'm giving you a little teaser right there. Oh, another little coal room. Nothing special except for the junk. More tires than you'd ever want. But as I turn around for the big reveal, two almost new, professionally installed, high efficiency gas force air furnaces. Who would have thought that we would find that down there? Certainly not me. So here is our sum up point. So this house obviously needs a whole lot of work, and that's why we're selling it really cheap. Here's the deal. For cash, it's $5,900, cash and carry. If you need financing, the price is $7,900, and we'll take $1,000 down and payments of $200 a month. So just contact me if you need more detail than that, and I'm happy to talk to you and help you out. Give me a holler, text me preferentially, call me as you must, or email me. All my information is right there, 513-207-9846, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thanks. Bye-bye.